Hi, it's Steve. Today we're going to show you how to change the flow meter on your front load washer, and it's a really easy job. All we're going to need is a 7mm nut driver and a pair of slip joint pliers. Let me show you how we do it. Now, to do this repair, since we will be working near some electrical circuits, we should disconnect the power, so simply pull the plug on it. We'll also need to access the back of the washer to remove the screws that secure the top, so you may need to pull it far enough forward to access those. Then, using the 7mm nut driver, we'll remove 3 screws along the back of the top panel. Then we're just going to pull that panel back about 1/2 inch, and then we can lift it up and remove it and set it aside. Now next we'll locate that flow meter. It's right in behind the detergent dispenser. There is a wire harness connector on it that we'll need to remove that first. So simply depress that little locking tab, disconnect the harness, and pull the wire out of the little retainer clamp. Now next we'll take our pliers and we're just going to squeeze those clamps that are securing the hose to the flow meter. Depress the clamp and pull it away from the flow meter, both the inlet and the outlet. Now before we remove those hoses, there's probably going to be a little bit of water in that area, so you may want to take an old towel and just set that in there to catch any excess. Do the same with the inlet hose. And we can remove the old flow meter and discard it. Now we'll take the new flow meter, and just to make sure that we have it lined up properly, you'll note on the side of the body of that flow meter where the electrical harness connects up, there'll be a little arrow indicating the flow of the water, which will go from the back of the washer towards the front. Now when we insert that new flow meter onto the hose, you'll note that there is a little barbs on the side of that inlet and outlet tubes that will indicate how far the hoses need to be pressed on. So make sure that they come right up to those little stops. Line it up so that it's vertical, and install the front hose, and then make sure that we didn't pull the rear hose off. We'll take our pliers and grab that clamp and slide it up into position. Do the same for the outlet hose on it. And you'll note that the new meter has a slightly different arrangement for holding the wire harness. We'll fit that carefully into that little slot. And then insert the harness connector, making sure that the little locking tab engages to hold it in place. And now we can put the main top back on. So we'll line that top up side to side, and we'll set it down about 1/2 inch from the front. Make sure that it lays flat, and then just push it forward to engage the little hooks at the front. We'll next secure it with the 3 retaining screws across the back. We're now ready to reconnect the power, push the washer back into position, and our repair is complete.